Hey everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to take a look at a TOEFL speaking task 1 question that appeared on one of the exams last weekend. So the question is, should we read books we've never read before or read a book multiple times? Okay, so this is one of those questions that's really testing your personality and character. So it gets into that, psychology aspect. So you kind of want to practice these questions. Think about what kind of person you are, so it'll help you a lot. And they could do the same thing with movies. Would you rather watch the same movie you've already seen or watch a new film, right? Same concept here. So these kinds of questions kind of throw off test takers and they end up messing it up. And TOEFL loves these kinds of questions because they're so simple that you really don't know how to approach it, to be honest. Anyway, so if I were to answer this question, I would probably go with this choice, and I'll show you the other one in just a moment. So I would say, the book I've never read before. That's just me. Why? Because it's not boring. There's new content, right? New information. A second reason, if I'm doing a 2 example attack, well, I could learn new stuff from that book. And, again, stuff I've never really encountered before, stuff that's kind of new to me. So let's take a look at this. Well, I definitely think that it's better if we read books we've never read before for 2 main reasons. First of all, the book won't be boring because, why? It's the first time a person is reading it. So is like, for example, there's going to be new content in it, and that can keep the reader excited to continue reading without having to put the book down. There you go. On top of that, new books surprise us with information that's new to us. In other words, so I'm just kind of redefining, clarifying my argument here. We're exposed to content that we've never encountered before, and that can be quite useful. On the other hand, so this is, contrasting. I'm kind of going to criticize the opposite choice here. Reading the same book over and over again, so this is just a paraphrase of reading a book multiple times, doesn't really expand our knowledge since, why? Because we're already familiar with the information. There we go. But let's say we did want to support the side that favors reading the same book over and over again multiple times. So you would write your choice there. And here, our reasoning maybe could be we pick up new things from it. Like we notice new information that we really never paid attention to before. So here I'm using Lord of the Rings as an example. You could use any book, it's up to you. And here I'm basically going to talk about virtues, okay? And one of them is friendship, and this is just to, help me get a good start in my example. I might not have everything, but this will give me a good start. So, well, I definitely think that it's better if we read a book multiple times because we're able to pick up new things. There we go, 1 reason, 1 story attack. This is because we're trying to pay attention to certain aspects of the book or story that we didn't focus on before. Now you want to exemplify that, prove your point. Like last summer, I decided to read The Lord of the Rings again. During my second read, so this is a nice kind of time phrase, situational phrase, I realized that the book was more than just action, adventure, and fantasy. So this is kind of like the stereotype we have when it comes to fictional works, fantasy novels and stuff like that. We kind of just think about the main stuff, right? Action, battles, adventure, fantasy, dragons, all that kind of stuff. But here, I'm going to mention that on my second read, that wasn't the case in my second read. So, in fact, I began to understand that the book teaches us a lot about some important virtues. So, for those of you that are unfamiliar with this word, it's a good one to know. Virtues are kind of similar to values, morals, ethics, closely related to those words, like friendship and courage. So here, I'm exemplifying some virtues as well. Just 1 or 2 suffices. If I never read The Lord of the Rings twice, what would happen? I wouldn't have noticed these important human traits. And traits is just another word for virtues as well, at least in this context. So guys, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.